Let's head over to the Newsmaker line, pick up the phone, and voila, by the magic of modern miracles, there is Shannon McDonald. She is with Rexco Equipment. Shannon, good morning, and welcome to the program.
Good morning.
How's your day going so far?
Just great.
Good. Fog bother you on the way in at all, or are you good, or everything good?
Not too bad. A little misty over in Cedar County, but
Yeah.
it was not too bad.
There you go. Hey, tell us a little bit about Rexco Equipment, if you would.
Sure.
There's a lot of one of those things where people need to know about some of the local businesses. We like featuring folks like you. You're employee owned.
Yes, we are. We are recently become 100% employee owned. It's a great company to work for right here on Blair's Ferry Road, just down from Welter's. And, I think you're right. A lot of people do need to know about small businesses, and we are one. We have several branches over the Iowa area, but here in Cedar Rapids, we sell everything from lawnmowers to cranes. So, service, parts, rental, sales. So we full service spot, employee owned, everybody cares, and we can do your lawn, or we can lift your house.
That's a pretty tall order for a lot of things. And you got so much different stuff. Now I know exactly where you are because I'm looking at the color over there, and I know exactly what you're talking about there. Now the thing that's nice about you do shop new. You can do the pre-owned equipment that you sell, but you also do rental of things as well. I would imagine that after the derecho, you all were just pulling your hair out trying to keep up with all the orders.
It was a very interesting experience. We absolutely loved it. I remember one day a customer came in and he said, "I can't get over how good the buzz of business feels in here." And how everybody was just getting after it. And, we were sorry that happened, and it was a very tragic thing, but we were we felt so great about being able to help the community with the equipment that we offer. And our Bobcat dealership really came through and brought us a lot of equipment. The grapples that move trees were a big hit right then, that's for sure. And it really did make a lot of awareness for Rexco, too, especially on the rental side. Because, we rent to contractors that needed equipment for special projects, but we also rent to weekend warriors that need to get out there and get some things cleaned up or do a project or two around their acreage or their home. So, yeah, it's been crazy since then, but we've enjoyed it very much.
That's pretty cool. I'm on your website right now at rexcoequipment.com, and I will tell you that I know a number of people who are on here. I love that you put the smiling faces of the people that work with you throughout all of your locations: Cedar Rapids, Davenport, Des Moines, Iowa City, and Burlington. For you serving in and around eastern Iowa and western Illinois, that's something that, when you work with people and you work in such a broad range of milieu. Like you said, everything from lawnmowers all the way up to cranes. You can't have people who just know a little bit about something. You have to have people who are deep into and know about everything that you have. Otherwise, you can't sell it correctly.
That's very, very true. Or answer questions about it. That is very, very true. It's a wide range and a big, huge part of knowledge. Our techs just one of them just recently got platinum with Bobcat. There's a lot of training that goes into that too with the manufacturers as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Rexco Equipment is what we're talking about. Shannon McDonald is with whom we're speaking here. And founded back in 1964, Rex Smith Sr., and that's where the Rex in Rexco comes from. The Rex remains in Rexco still today, doesn't it?
Correct, yes. Rex's son, Rex Smith, he is just a well-rounded Midwestern guy, as he is a pleasure to see all the time. Even though we've become employee-owned, he still stops in. He is still involved in the business, sends a note to everybody who buys a piece of equipment. Yeah, there's still the Rex and Rexco, no doubt.
And what's cool about that, too, is the way that he handled the sale of the company, because Rex and Steve Smith got to retirement age. Instead of selling off the company, they're like, you know what? We feel good about this. Let's create the employee stock ownership program. For a lot of people, they would go, you know what? It just ain't worth my time. It's going to be a headache, more hassle than what it's worth. But he felt very passionately about keeping it, if you want to say, in the family, and the employees were the family in that case.
Absolutely, 100%, and that is exactly the way we all feel. Yeah, I'm super glad that he took that route. I think he is too. And you're right. It is that succession plan is a big project and a big move. But yeah, it's been really fulfilling for us and him, I think.
Shannon, let me ask you a question about a couple of things real quick. I just want to make sure, because I talked to so many folks who were vendors and whatnot. One of the difficulties they have is they're having difficulties getting A, parts, B, getting equipment. How are you making through this whole thing at Rexco with that issue?
Well, very proactively. Our president, Josh Bottleman, he recognized that this was going to be an oncoming thing with his connection with the manufacturers, and he really prepared us for it up front. You know, how to handle it and getting equipment in here. One of our salesmen, Aaron Prohl, he's our Bobcat salesman. He has been super informative to all the customers right up front that, you know, equipment's taking longer. If you want to if you need something by the end of the year, we need to get it on order right now. You know, so getting that awareness out there to people, I think, is how we've handled it. As far as the parts side goes, they've done a great job making orders quickly and getting on the docket for them. And also with Bobcat, we're one of the top 5 dealers. So that helps us get a little bit more.
One of the top 5 dealers, what, in Iowa or?
No, at Bobcat.
Wow.
We're one of.
Okay.
Yes.
We're
very proud of that. We want to be number one.
You
Absolutely.
go, Rexco. That's pretty cool. One of the things that's neat is I'm sitting here looking through your website, clicking through, and I love when you say the rental equipment guide. It says clean, well-maintained rental equipment for every job. The focus on clean, that's cool, because if you have rental equipment that's just nasty, it's a bad reflection on you. So I would imagine that's something that you drill into your team members from the time they start is, all right, you get that piece of equipment in, you do a little extra elbow grease on it to make it shine.
That's exactly right. Yep, everything gets inspected and cleaned and get it put back out just as soon as we can. You know, and sometimes it has to be super quick because somebody's waiting for it. But yeah, that's important to us. Very.
Gotcha. Hey, you've got the blog at rexcoequipment.com as well. The latest entry is points to consider while renting heavy equipment. You know that the season is still here. The construction season is still here. So if you need that, just go to rexcoequipment.com. You can use the contact us button. You can apply for a Rexco account right there, or you can just give the folks a call, whether you're in Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, Iowa City, Burlington, or in Davenport. Do you have a general number, or just call any one of those individual offices?
We do not have one general number, but if you call any of those offices, you can get to the right place.
Sweet. Rexco Equipment. And I appreciate this. Go ahead.
Snow's coming, so we do snow rentals too.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, front desk Sue just shook her head. Stop that.
Sorry.
You can't. Snow. It's Iowa, man. You're gonna have snow. What do you think? Hey, Shannon McDonald, we really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody in the staff over there for taking care of this. Thanks to Lori for setting this up. And we appreciate the businesses, small businesses, large businesses, but the fact that your owners said, rather than selling this off and just walking away with a pile of cash, I want to sell it to family, and they did it with the employees. So good on all of you for stepping up and doing that, and good on Rex Jr. for doing that too. Shannon, thanks for your time this morning. Okay.
Thank you very much. I very much enjoyed it. Thank you for all the information you give.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thanks for the information you give as well. We certainly do appreciate that on the morning show. We're all about the information here at News Radio 600 WMT. 63 degrees.